Hello YouTube, this is Scott with KC Blade Drip, and thanks for taking a peek at my goodies here. I was thinking about what I wanted to show next, talk about, show and tell, give my opinions and thoughts of, and I was going through looking at my knives, and I thought, you know what? Let's pull one of the funkiest looking blades that I have. It's not something that I did carry it, probably about a week. But let's dive into the actual knife, kind of give you some information. I'm sure by the title that you clicked on, you're like, hey, I'm ready to jump into this thing. Let's hear about it. I want to see it. All right, it's in front of us. So basically, this is made by WE Knife Company, okay? Now, this was my first WE knife, to my knowledge, that I purchased. At first, I didn't know much about them. I'll be honest. I'm like, the reason I was interested in this knife was, I believe, it was back probably, oh my, it must have been almost, well, at least 3-4 years ago. And I had seen one of the designs, the actual design, the person that designed this knife is Elijah Isham. And he's done, I think, collaborations or different type of knife designs for various companies. Browse Blades. He had done, and I don't remember exactly offhand which one it was, but he designed one of the knives for Browse Blades. And I saw it and I was like, man, this thing is wild. I don't remember if I got that knife, but I always kept him in my mind. And so when I was searching and looking, he had done another knife like this, but I didn't get it. So I was basically looking online. I saw this particular knife. This knife is going to be the Arrakis. Okay, so Arrakis by WE Knives. And like I had said, the designer is Elijah Isham. So just taking a look at it, I mean, the thing that got me is I don't know if it would be like the head of some type of a dinosaur with this being the eye, or if it's a car or something that's definitely sci-fi looking. You can see his maker's mark right there for the design. And then there's, I think all of the WE knives have this little pivot design, or to my knowledge. So it looks kind of skeletal, you know, it's got the holes in it for weight reduction. The handle itself, it has, I believe it's a titanium handle. Some of them will have different types of material on them. This one is titanium. It is, I believe, an integral, meaning that it's just one or two pieces. I think it's two, if you take it apart, pieces that actually compose or make up the handle. So we'll go ahead. It's buttery smooth when you flick it. Very nice. I mean, it's got a beautiful looking Wharncliffe blade on it. Like I said, I did carry it for a couple of weeks. It's pretty light. The overall weight is like 3.76 ounces. The handle itself is good. Your finger kind of locks into the choil area here. The rest of it's a little small. The pinky kind of goes on the very, very back side of it. But it's comfortable in the hand. I mean, the handle is kind of small on it. So don't expect that when you're gripping on this, you're going to feel like it's filling your hand. But the weight, very light. You won't notice it really in your pocket. The overall length of this blade is going to be 8 inches. The blade length itself, from tip to the bottom, it's going to be 3.5 inches. The blade width is 1.13 inches, and the thickness is a 0.15. The blade material that you're getting with this is the Bohler M390. So, I mean, you're getting great blade steel. I'll tell you, WE Knives, which, again, I don't know much about the company. The knives they're pumping out, and these things between the $150 to $350 or $300 range, they're coming out with some very nice components to make these knives. So yeah, the M390, it's a Wharncliffe style blade, which is flat. The blade grind's a flat grind. Black finish. It's a plain edge. The handle length, just the length of the handle itself, is 4.5 inches. The handle width is 1.25 inches. The handle thickness is a 0.57. And again, it's titanium here. You can see how it's basically put together. So it is a frame lock. As you can see how it locks up here. You kind of push it down. So when it extends, it clicks over. And it is a flipper. Very buttery, very, very smooth. You can see just minimal pressure for it to deploy. So it feels good, looks good. This is more, the knife itself, this isn't something that I would get for everyday carry. All as it is going to cut well, and it's going to give you a nice slice. One of the issues that I found with this blade is going to be the design itself, okay? All of the holes in this area here, when you run your fingers up the blade, this area is sharp. So anything that you are grabbing and cutting through, let's move that out of the way. Anything that you're cutting through, it's gonna gunk up in here. If it's food or an apple, anything, any material, even cardboard, something, if you were to use this every day, you're going to get stuff that's going to get gunked up in here and all over the inside of this area. It is super sharp. Again, like I said, it's a good slicer. So, I think that this type of a knife is more of an art piece. It kind of is going to appeal to people that they like to be able to enjoy something that looks different, funky. It does have Torx head screws here so that it's easy to be able to take it apart if that's something that you wanted or were going to do. The pocket clip itself, not bad at all. It's pretty deep. If you see the pocket clip and you look at that, it goes pretty far up to the tip. So when it slides down into your pants pocket, I mean, you've got it up to the screw. I mean, so it's just a little tip here. And I've heard people say that, well, this type of, it catches on my pockets, it may rip it or tear it. It's a little bit of a bump, but when you get it in, it really does go in okay, at least in my opinion. Again, I'm just telling you my opinion on this. This little clip, it'll go over your pants material, and it'll slide in, and when you pull it out, it'll kind of pop a little bit, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't think it would tear my pants up. Again, I don't have this to be an everyday carry. I have this because it's going to be in my collection. I love the way it looks, and it's a conversation piece. I'm going to have people, and I'm going to say, hey, come check out my knife collection. And when they look at it, I'm going to show them this, and they're going to be like, wow, that's bizarre. So again, I wouldn't use it every day. Although if you're somebody that wanted to carry this every day, depending on what you would use it for, I think you'd be okay. I mean, to each, one guy may say, or gal, or whatever the situation is, you may end up liking to use this every day. But again, this is a little bit more of kind of on the bizarre out there edge for me. Doesn't have that many screws either. I mean, you've got the one here on the clip, and you've got a couple here, and you got the pivot. So if you have any questions, as always, hit me up. Feel free, send me a message. Let me know if you have any questions. I don't... This knife, when I got it, was $330. And you can still find these at least on like Blade HQ. I know that that's where I got mine from. So, and they still have them. And that's the price, $330. So M390. Now you can put your finger as far as also the grip, but I want to cover just as far as holding the knife itself. When you're holding it, you can put your finger up here on the top and use more of the tip detailed work. That it is good for that. Reverse carry. Well, you can hear my golden retriever in the background. He's moaning and groaning like an old man back there. Yeah, it is comfortable in reverse grip. Get your pinky locked in. But like, again, they have different colors here. If you have any questions, let me know. Appreciate you taking the time to watch and bearing with me here. I'm going to have some more reviews coming out over the next probably few days. Getting more things together and put. That's it. Visit me on Instagram if you get an opportunity. I don't know if you came here from there, but KC Blade Drip is my Instagram. Again, I'm probably going to have a few of these pictures up, just letting people know that I kind of did a little bit of a show and tell in a review for the Arrakis, the WE Arrakis. Maybe you were coming here because you were thinking about getting one, or you just wanted to see more pictures of it. Whatever the reason may be. Sometimes while I'm working during the day, I just put on knife videos, reviews, things of that nature, and I just listen to them in the background and kind of look at them once in a while between work, and just to kind of hear that familiar voice and look at the different type of knives. You hear that, just how smooth it is? It does come with this pouch when you order it. I had this for part of the video here, just kind of sitting in the background, but it's a nice little, nice pouch. I think most of WE knives have a pouch like this that come with the knife when you get it. So anyways, Scott here. Appreciate it. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.